What it is, what it do! JQilin here, back with another episode of Doki Doki Relapse. Now I think we're a thing with Sayori now. I guess that's fine. This is a Sayori based mod after all. If you guys are interested to see how MC is gonna fumble the bag this time, though he seems to be doing all the right things for whatever reason, be sure to hit the like button and stick around, because we're late to school, but I don't think school matters at this point because we're now dating Sayori, ? We sit together on the couch for a few minutes. Oddly enough, I soon find myself in the same position I was with Yuri. Sayori leaning against me with my arms around her. But being in this position causes some of my memories to float to the surface. What will I tell her? How will she take it? I said we could see how things went after I helped her. Well, too late for that now. You're with Sayori now. But I really do love Sayori. I can't change that just to make her feel better. I mean, you can still be your friend. You can still be Yuri's friend, right? Plus, Yuri says she saw you as one of her book characters, and not like you. So you have that angle working for you. And I highly doubt Sayori would dare to bring it up with her. Maybe I could find some way to talk to her after class. Hey, Killin. Yeah? What are you gonna tell Yuri? Seems me and Sayori really are on the same wavelength. I'm not sure yet. We kind of already split apart yesterday. But I'm afraid she might still be hurt after she learns about us. Split apart? Yeah. I proceeded to tell her about my conversation with Yuri yesterday. Without mentioning anything about the cutting, of course. Oh. Sayori takes a while to process what I told her and how she'll respond. Are you gonna tell her about me? I wasn't planning on it. Why? No reason. I can't blame him for being worried. She never has been good with confrontation. And I imagine the idea of being confronted by another club member might break her. Don't worry, I'll figure out some way to handle it. I put my hand on her shoulder to try and reassure her. One more question. About us. I meant what I said earlier. I really do love you. But this situation just sort of mixed me up, you know? After talking about what happened, though, I feel comfortable being with you. And I'm willing to go at whatever pace you would like. I feel the furnace in my face kick on as I say this. I want to keep feeling warm like this. It might sound silly, but it's like the sun poking through the rain clouds. Sayori proceeds to rebury her head in my chest. I was scared that I wouldn't be able to feel like this again. That you would forget about me when you started to become friends with the other girls. I thought you would think I was selfish for always trying to spend time with you. And maybe this is selfish, but I want to keep feeling this. To have you make the rain clouds go away. I'm sorry if I'm a burden or make you feel responsible. Don't worry, Sayori, this isn't space. We're gonna make you responsible for something that's not your fault. She proceeds to dig her head even deeper into my chest, making her voice almost inaudible. Please don't leave me. Aww. I rub her back as she begins to sob again. Sayori, I'm so sorry I haven't been there for you all these years. But I will never let you face your demons alone. I don't know how much I'll be able to help your condition, but I'll do my damnedest to keep you happy, no matter what. Once her sobbing has come to an end, I lift up her chin so that we're facing each other. Sayori, this might be selfish of me as well, but I never want to leave your side either. No matter what the problem is, I'm more than happy to help you through it. You can never be a burden to me, not even if you tried, because I truly do love you. I feel my mind beginning to go blank as she inches closer to me.
Qilin.
As our lips meet, I feel something strange. Unlike Yuri, the world around me doesn't seem to slip away. Instead, I see all my problems right in front of me, the massive weight that rests on my shoulders. Now, instead of them being gone, I feel a confidence to face these problems. I can't give up. Not so long as I still have something to protect. I find myself embracing Sayuri tightly as I think this. As long as I have her, I could bear any burden the world throws at me. I have to ease up on some of my passions. I feel some primitive urges begin to pop up. Uh-oh. 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 We're both speechless as we separate from the kiss. I hope that was worth the wait.
You're so silly, Qilin.
So a certain person keeps telling me. We both sit in silence for a few minutes. There's a question I really want to ask, but I'm also scared to ruin the moment. I convince myself that's to help her and begin to speak. Sayori, do your parents know about your...
I don't think so. I've never told them. I don't want them to worry about me more than they already do.
Sorry, part of a parent's job is to worry about their kids. They don't see you as some burden they have to deal with, but as a daughter that they love.
But what if things change when they find out?
Don't worry, Sayori, this isn't like Exit Music Redux.
What if they don't want to put up with me?
I'm sure she'll put some thought to... I'm sure she's put some thought to telling them in the past. But I'm not the voice of depression. Remember the other day when we went to the park? You brought up the time you fell into the water and I had to save you? Do you remember how your parents reacted when they saw us afterwards?
They were
terrified when you told them that you had fallen into the lake. They were worried sick until I explained what had actually happened.
But they got mad at me too.
For a little while, yeah. But think past what happened after they got mad. After they were mad. You, me, both our parents. We were all joking and laughing about your clumsiness and how I was a hero.
I remember you almost fell over when my dad patted you on the back.
Well, it wasn't my fault. Well, it's not my fault your dad is so buff. Anyway, my scrawny kid self aside. The point is, even though your parents were worried and then mad, in the end, those feelings were replaced with joy. It's because they love you. Being around you makes them happy. So when they worry about you, they're trying to protect their own happiness as well as yours. I guess it's kind of like you and me. Seeing me happy makes you happy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I imagine that's how your parents feel when they see you happy. I'm sure they would be willing to do just about anything to keep you that way. So please don't think of yourself as a burden. Sayori thinks over everything I just said for a moment.
I want to tell them. But I'm still kind of nervous.
It's alright to feel nervous. And if you want me to be there with you when you tell them, I'd be more than happy to.
Thanks, Qilin.
Sayori once again leans against me, but this time she wraps her arms around my arm. She wraps her hands around my arm. There's no telling what's going through her head right now. The idea of having to help her tell her parents about depression makes my confidence falter briefly. No! I could do it no problem. For her, I would do anything. Even fight her dad if need be. Who do you think this is, bro? Natsuki? I realize I'm getting ahead of myself just a tad. Her dad could easily decapitate me with a single punch. What punch? No, I can do that better. Dun dun dun. One punch! There we go, that's much better. Silence continues to fill the room as Sayori holds my arm in a death grip. The silence, however, doesn't feel tense or awkward. This feels nice.
Qilin? What are we gonna do about school?
Shit! Can't say that wasn't on my mind. Dang, I forgot all about it. We should probably get going, huh? She releases my arm, allowing for the circulation to restart, and we both get off the couch. For the second time today, we begin our journey towards the school. But something is noticeably different this time. Instead of pulling me and trying to get me to hurry up, Sayori leisurely walks by my side. After walking in silence for a while, we naturally fall back into a routine of small talk and playful banter. Well, yeah, because one, Sayori realizes you're both late, so there's no point in trying to rush, right? You're both already late. Second of all, she wants to enjoy her couple time. This time, though, we're holding hands while doing it. Along the way, we agree that we should keep our relationship under wraps for a little while, just until we're both comfortable telling everyone. Once we arrive at the school, we're both let in by an office worker and both receive tardy slips. We say our farewells and start towards our classes. I couldn't be happier as I head toward my second period. But this feeling doesn't last too long. I present my tardy slip to the teacher as I enter the classroom. She gives me a stern look for interrupting her lecture, but I have other things on my mind, like Sayori, for instance. I take a seat and play over this morning's events. I kissed Sayori! We're actually a thing now! These last few days have really been something. You could say that again. Even if I can't totally solve some of the problems I'm faced with, I'll stick with it. Even helping just a little could make a big difference. Plus, if things don't work out, I'm still a bona fide time wizard. I have to suppress a laugh as I think back on my previous self. So much has happened since then. It feels like that was forever ago. Wrapping my mind around the fact that I thought I was a time wizard only 4 days ago proves to be quite hard. Also, I can't believe that everything that happened has only been 4 days. Still, I can't really say I've matured all that much. Yeah, no kidding, you've really been fumbling the bag these past 4 days, man, but somehow, some way, you finally decided to help out Sayori again by dating her. Alright. For all I know, I really have gone off the deep end. I once again suppressed a laugh, but then decided to do something truly insane. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to pay attention to my classes today. I turn my confidence towards the teacher. She continues her lecture. This is a she.
I was like, and so you can refer to Mercury as the dead planet. Its weak gravity and the lack of tectonics prevent it from having atmosphere.
Huh? Did you say atmosphere? Atmosphere! Atmosphere! I stealthily dig my finger to my ear to try and clear up this ringing.
The space rex.
Ugh. What the hell is happening? The dizziness I felt in the bathroom this morning begins to return. Damn it! Not here! What am I supposed to do? The light suddenly feels as though it's burning my eyes. I try my best not to show any signs of panic, but it's becoming increasingly difficult. I squint at the clock and try to make out the time. Only 10 minutes left. I just have to hold out for 10 more minutes.
I wanted to tell you for a while, but I was scared to. I know. I'm sorry. I just didn't want you to worry. Are you sure? You don't have to today Alright. But can we at least wait until I'm done with classes? I don't want to fall behind again. Oh, okay. And I'll just tell Monica that I have a doctor's appointment. She won't mind if I just miss one day. Thanks. And could you maybe tell Dad for me? I love you too. And I'll call you again when my last class ends. Bye.
Ugh. I slowly pick my head up off the desk and look around the room. Where is everyone? Did they just leave me? Did they just leave me when the class ended? Assholes. I slip my notebook into my bag and begin to stand up. Panic overcomes me as I immediately feel nauseous once I'm on my feet. I throw my backpack over my shoulder and rush out of the room. I sprint through the hallway towards the restroom. My brain doesn't process now, but the hallway is completely empty. I burst into the restroom and throw open the stall. I proceed to do something very ugly onto the toilet. This mess continues on and off for a few minutes till I finally start to feel better. By the end, I'm sweaty, my hands are shaking, my throat burns like hell. Knees weak, palms sweaty, there's spaghetti in my mom already. My attention to cheer myself up falls flat in all regards. What the hell is happening to me? The migraines, the nosebleeds, going colorblind, passing out of my bathroom in class, now this. My throat burns even more as I try and swallow my fear. Damn it! Why now? Why does it have to happen when I finally manage to get things to go well? I try and clench my fist, but all the muscles on my arm are too fatigued. Maybe I really should go to a doctor about this. Or at the very least, tell my parents about it. Even though I lectured Sayori about telling her parents about her depression this morning, this feels different. I put my hand on my forehead to check for a fever, but it's hard to tell with all this sweat. Mom and Dad are 3 hours away on business. I don't want them rushing home just because I might have a virus or the flu or something. It's a little sad to think about, but I've become quite adept at taking care of myself over the years. I'll just go to the drugstore after school and pick up some antibiotics. Even though you don't take antibiotics for a virus or the flu, which is also a virus. If Mom calls about it, I'll just tell her I'm not feeling well. I take some time to gather my strength before finally leaving the stall. Aside from some fatigue, purging my system did seem to make me feel quite a bit better. I wash my hands and rinse my mouth at the sink before making my way back into the hall. I check the time on my phone as I leave the bathroom and see that it's halfway through third period. Damn, how long was I out in class? It really is strange that no one woke me up. Plus, isn't there supposed to be another class in there after mine ended? My brow furrows as I think about it. Which is probably just a teacher's planning period or something. My thoughts cease as I hear the door to the girls' bathroom close next to me. I see a familiar figure as I sneak a glance at who it is. Monica? Huh? Come on? There's unusual paleness to her that I'm not used to seeing. So both her and us threw up in the bathroom at the same time. I think this is a sign that the game is breaking apart. And that the game breaking apart is being manifested by both Monica and us having terrible health. And I guess that makes sense too because the both of us are existing outside of the code of the game. So technically speaking, well actually no, we're not existing in the code of the game. We are the game, I guess at this point. I don't know if I'm making sense. I think you guys understand where I'm going with this though, right? Is she sick too? Hiya.
Hey, I wasn't expecting to run into you out here.
Why is she trying to put on a happy face? It's clear she isn't feeling well.
Don't tell me you were skipping class.
No, I was just... Are you okay, Monica? You look like you're not feeling too well.
Thanks. I'm glad you think I look sick.
Hey, that's not what I
know. Sorry. I was just feeling a little nauseous in class. Is all. But I'm fine now. Don't worry about it.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're feeling better.
What about you, Killin? You look like you haven't been feeling all that great either.
What? What? Me? Please, I'm the pinnacle of health.
Killin.
Sorry. I guess I was feeling something similar. And I swear I'm not trying to copy you, but I also feel better now. The news of my improved health doesn't seem to cheer her up.
Strange.
What was that?
Oh, nothing important. I was just thinking about something. Anyway, I'm glad to hear you're feeling better now. After all, I wouldn't want any of my club members to be sick.
Club members, huh? And here I thought we were friends. I put on my pouty face to try and guilt trip Monica.
Well, keep writing good poems. I'm sure you'll make it there eventually.
It's clear that my conversational skills are still nowhere near her level. How clever. But it is a real shame. It just so happens I only show poems to my friends, you know.
Well, it looks like you're gonna have to work fast if you want me to read them so badly.
Damn! How'd she get me again? I was like, never falter, never surrender. Alright. I give up.
Come on, don't tell me that's all you can handle.
Shouldn't you be in the class or something? After all, I wouldn't want to be responsible for the class star's grades to slip.
I think I can afford my grades to slip a bit. You, on the other hand...
I will win against this girl one day. I swear upon my knight's honor! What, your white knight's honor? That what we going with here, bud? All that white knighting you did as you jumped from girl to girl to girl all throughout the past 4 days? Hey, I'm on your time. I'm just waiting to escort you back to your class. Wouldn't want you to get attacked by some stray books or pencils, you know.
Oh my. How could I have forgotten you were such a gentleman?
Gentleman Jonathan! We are Jonathan Joestar. Sunset Yellow Overdrive!
Well then, shall we be going?
After you.
Oh please, after you, I insist. As we begin to make our way down the hall, I begin to feel a little anxious.
I hope she hasn't put me in a position where I have to tell her about Sayori and me. Why would she? What would come up to put you in that position right now? Why would she know about you and Sayori? I mean, we would know why she'd know about her and Sayori because Monica knows all, right? Because she has access to everything. But why would the MC worry about that? Not yet, anyways. I'm confident I could ward off any advances until then. Oh, he is worried about Monica hitting on him. Okay. Assuming the caveman side of my brain doesn't decide to suddenly take over. Oh boy. He's like, I'm dating Sayori now, but there's a non-zero chance I could kiss Monica. And I'm like, I didn't know this was Doki Doki Horny Club.
Killin. Before I get to class, can I show you something?
Sure. Truth is, I wasn't looking forward to walking late anyways.
It'll only take a second.
Monica stops in front of a room that I don't think I've ever been in. She tries the handle, but the door appears to be locked. This doesn't stop her though, as she pulls out a set of keys and unlocks it. I guess if there's any student that would have keys to the classroom, it would be her. Once the door is open, we both make our way inside. Oh, it's the music room. It's the same music room. Oh, it's the same music room that I used in the thumbnail of the very first video I played. I immediately realized why I should have the keys to this room as I step in. I'm willing to bet this is where she's been practicing piano. Even though I've never been in here before, it has a strange familiarity to it. I feel relaxed for some reason.
You can probably guess why I come in here, huh?
I think I have a pretty good idea. Also, guys, listen to the music. It's like a piano cover of, the club theme. I had no clue the band room was on this side of the school, though.
It's not, actually. The band room is on the other side of the school, but it's too small to fit everything in it at once. So they store whatever they're not using at the time in here. And, well, since the school band can't really use a piano...
I'm assuming he spends most of his time in here.
Yeah.
I can't help but notice Monica seems really... candid. Does this room mean a lot to her? I mean, I get that she plays piano in here, but why is she being so shy about it? Well, I think it's pretty neat.
Really?
Yeah, a nice cozy room like this. It has an odd peacefulness to it, you know?
I'm glad you think that. I feel the same way.
I don't really see how you do it, though. If I had the key to an empty classroom, all my teachers would probably think I've gone missing.
You're not insinuating that you would skip class, are you?
No. It's more of a statement than an insinuation.
Looks like I have to rein in one of my club members.
I'm sure my mother would be thankful if you managed that. I quickly turned my attention away from Monica's glare and began to explore the room. If Sayori's clumsiness has really rubbed off on me, this place will be a war zone in a minute. I'm extra careful not to touch or bump into anything. My focus abruptly stops on the piano as I get near it. Much like the room itself, there's something familiar about this piano. My head feels a little foggy as I wipe some of the dust off it.
Do you play at all?
Huh? Monica's voice quickly snaps me out of my daze. I played some when I was younger because my mom played piano a lot when she was in school. But as I grew up, I kind of just forgot about it. I can't say I was ever all that good at... I can't really say I was ever all that good, though.
Kyilin admitting that he's not good at something? I must be dreaming.
Well, it wouldn't be much of a surprise considering how much you already dream about me. Wait. Did I just win? Did I finally beat her? He's like, well, that's not surprising considering how much you dream about me. And Monica's like,
you have no idea how true that is.
and on that note, I think now's a good time as any to wrap up this episode here. Again, I want to thank you all for watching. It's been a lot of fun. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe if you haven't. Be sure to join the Discord, link in the description. Leave a like on the video if you haven't as well. I don't know what you're doing though, because if you made it this far, obviously you like what you saw. So, do me a favor and hit that like button if you haven't already. It's been real. It's been fun. It's your boy JQilin. Ciao for now.